Howdy y'all, I am Ice Gold, and at long last we're bringing back Life PVP. It's official. Since I have made my return to PV, I have done all 7 schools. Does this take me anywhere? Interesting. I'll take it. Anyway, so I have done all 7 schools now, coming back. I still need this spell, but I decided to do some Life PV. Even though I don't give a shit, I don't care. I don't care. Alright, so my deck is very, very scuffed, as a matter of fact. I also should be death weaved, but I just have not done that yet. And I know that I need to, but, you know, we're working through it. We're working through it. Yes, indeed we are. So what I mean by my deck is scuffed is I don't have any purges because I didn't have any arena tickets going into this match, and so I mean I have one now. I have one singular purge because I was able to buy one with 50 of my 80 arena tickets after the stream that I did. But you know, purge, awesome. Make this card more accessible, please, devs. But yeah, overall, I mean, I just need to, I need to fix a lot of this, and you know, I mean, we're working through it. You know, Seraph is an interesting little hit that, you know, can use heals well, like Goat Monk. You know, it's like this out of a Goat Monk is very, very good. I think I might get rid of one of these for another Luminous Weaver though, so yeah, I guess this will be the deck for the time being. It's just, this is kind of just what I've got. I do have 8 Giga Heals, but, you know, I don't tend to use these all that often. It's like if I start getting low and I get given the opportunity, then I guess I can, but people are usually staying on top of their pips or their infects and all that, and that is precisely why I need this. And I would like to pack 4 of these, but, you know, Evil Snowman is the only thing that I can get at all, actually. I could pack main deck purges, but do I have the training points for that? No, I definitely have the training points for that. But, and honestly, that's probably better anyway, but I would like the Tier 5 Seraph up here in the main deck. So that's just me. Maybe it should be Skeletal Pirates inside, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think having heal counters in main is pretty important. It's just there's not a lot of cards here that I could put in my side deck. You know, it's like I think the only one that I could put inside, or there's only 2, and those are of course Seraph and Skeletal Pirate. Those are the only 2 cards out of any of these that I could put in my side deck. So I guess if I'm going to pack main deck purge, I would need to make a choice, and it would probably be Seraph over this, which is kind of a shame given the TC Seraph. Why do I still have so many of these? But yeah, the TC Seraph does not do nearly as much. I actually don't have any on me, but I think it is the Tier 3 version. Yeah, or maybe it's even Tier 2. It's one of these 2, so it's not nearly as strong, and you need damage on a life, so there's that. But yep, that's the deck. For now, I take it with a grain of salt. It's still a work in progress. I need to fix this. And I, more importantly, really need to get off of fire weaving. It's like having some elves is nice for shield counters, although maybe I should just stick to Elephant for those, in all honesty. But, you know, that's the life of the life. Awesome. So, the stats, short on damage, but you know, you'll see why in a moment. The resist is actually pretty good. I think this is the cap for life, 74 if I'm not mistaken. Accuracy perfect to life, perfect to fire, but you know, I'll need to fix that as well. Perfect pierce with a Clockwork Courser. I still have not gotten any of my temper piercing jewels or like dual pierce jewels outside of the one that I got for free from the quest, so I will need to do that. 82% outgoing. This could go 2% higher if I slave away at Crash for another 6 hours, so I might have to do that. And then 99 pip chance. This is a little bit sussy-wussy, but I don't have an armored skeleton that I can hatch with all these talents, so you know, I think we've just got to roll with it for the time being. 158 shads, though. This is pretty strong. We love to see that. And 83% pip conversion. So this is honestly very similar to my balances stats. So I mean, as close to that as you could get as a life. But yeah, let's go over the gear. Jabalba hat. same as what I would rock on my balance, except, you know, this is the actual 170 version. I like the star blade that this gives, just because it's an extra little buff that you can use here and there, you know, and it is pretty nice to have. But yeah, I've not gotten the new raid hat for life, but I'm about to do a 3-hour key portal in 14 minutes, so I should really wrap this intro up quick. The Who Now robe is what I've got here. I do actually have the new robe. Let me quickly check on that. I know I got it on my storm. But yeah, I got 2 copies of the life robe for some reason. I don't know how that happened in 2 wins, but I guess it did. Dynamic Crime Fighters code. This actually gives me another copy of Luminous Weaver. So it's kind of a choice whether you want, you know, an extra Lumi or an extra Centaur. I think right now I like the extra Centaur, just to have one in main. It's a nice little damage dealer. So I'm going to rock with the Who Now robe for now, but the Dynamic Crime Fighters coat that you get from the new raid gives you an extra Luminous Weaver. Still pretty good, exact same stats. You know how it goes. So there's that. And then for the boots, I have the Bold Dream Stalker boots. And one thing I probably should mention, the reason why I've got all these fire pins on is because I was originally going to do Liar, which is just life spamming a bunch of dots, but then those got changed, so... And yeah, logistically speaking, it's probably not as good of an idea as I once thought. So, yep. Either way, this will round out your accuracy nicely. It gives you that extra shield pin, a lot of extra HP. Overall, just pretty nice, pretty decent right here. So, there's that. For the wand, I've got the Who Now wand. This is just good. It gives you all that pip conversion, you know. So yeah, just pretty decent. I have not seen the new raid wand, but I think it might give me a devotion, which could be actually kind of interesting to fuse with Toiret. So I don't know, maybe we might go for that. For the Thame, I've got the Jabalba Thame, and the new raid drops a carbon copy of this, so I might actually go for that. So yeah, I mean, this gives you outgoing, all the damage, all the pip chance, and that extra square socket. So this is also important. You can see I've got about 15.2k HP. That's only about 200 shy of the cap, so pretty good there. For the amulet, I have the Clasp of the Re-Risen, and this, I don't actually think I have the archival amulet, but I honestly would prefer that because it gives me a brace. This is just what I have on the template with the square and the triangle, so you know, it's decent, and I like the extra attenuate that it gives me. Just would rather this be a brace personally, but I am not farming or opening that pack ever again, so I'm just gonna rock with it. For the ring, obviously Skyfarer, very important. 16% outgoing healing, 25% pip chance from this piece alone. That's very important. And this actually, coupled with life just innately getting more pip chance on their gear, is able to counteract running a piece without pip chance without having to give up this square socket. So life does get that little stat advantage there. It doesn't get you to max pips, but with the Armored Skeleton pet, which I don't have, you can actually get there. This is just a pet that I've had just forever. These are, I guess, kind of interesting in mirrors maybe, and then these can be useful against balance, so that's pretty neat as well. Fairies are obviously PvP banned, but yeah, this is, like, these stats on this pet, pretty good. You do want these talents, but I don't know, I may remake this at some point on an Armored Skeleton if I can, because 100% pip chance is pretty important. For the mount, Clockwork Courser gets me to that nice little 51% pierce that is perfect for life. And then for the deck, I have the Vivid Imperial Court deck, so pretty neat there. I am going to probably need to get another one of these so I can put Death Piercing Jewels, or Death Dual Pierce Jewels in there, but, you know, is what it is for now. Get some inventory space, so why not? But yeah, that should wrap up this admittedly very long intro, but this will be the last time it's ever going to get this long. This is the last character that I have to reintroduce, so with that in mind, thank y'all for watching this intro, and this match is actually kind of interesting, so I hope y'all enjoy it. Alright, so we got a myth here, which means I'm going to want to be probably on top of my death pips above anything else. His health is a little low, which is interesting. I think I might tower shield first. Oh, what? Wait, what is he doing? Is this a myth? I mean, it has to be, right? I don't know why he would use that blade. I mean, I know the Faeriequeens hat gives a star blade, but it's not like that's going to help you. It's good as a cover blade, but still, you know. If that's a wanted, that's fine. I'm going to need to do the most dead raid in the game, yeah. Void is a little nuts. Maybe, bro. I'm not really pulling much of anything right now. I'm only keeping this in hand in case he goes for some dot nonsense, but I don't know if that'll happen. What you up to? Myth bubble. Yeah, that is one thing I don't have right now, I will say. Probably get rid of that and just wand. Why not? Cycle main a bit, try and find bubbles, because that's important right now. And then not find a bubble. Yep. That's good. Could be good just to use as a base hit as well. Yeah, he's gonna go for that. It's only one buff on it, so I don't think it's worth twaretting. Scott might have a key or something, might be able to find a guild on Discord. I know Sense not running that. Yeah, I wouldn't expect him to. It is definitely not an alive raid, that is for sure. We can go for this just to take a hit. $13.10. Awesome. That's a bubble. That's good. Probably Sanctuary, Surge. Or I don't know. I think Sanctuary... It's good to cycle these. Sanctuary into some sort of hit is ideal. He's going to go for a Reliquary, so I think Sanctuary here is good because he's not really threatening much of anything. And then I can attenuate him next round. Gotta get the Viridian Wizards revive and run Void. Yeah, good luck with that. Alright, bubbles in hand officially. But yeah, I think attenuate, or I don't know, maybe he bubbles this turn. I hope he does, because I would rather hit with the Circle of Thorns than a Sanctuary. That is for sure. That's going to be... Okay, that blade. Let's get rid of this and start pulling for things like Crow. Because if he uses another blade, I definitely have to crow him. Another attenuate's good. Probably won't need that. I'll probably Lord of the Jungle, if anything, right now. What's this? Iron Sultan. Okay, I mean, to his credit, this is going to do damage. Not nearly as much as he'd have liked, though. And that is... yeah, I was going to say, that is supposed to put an aura on me. Which kind of sucks, because I don't have an aura of my own. Pull one time. Not a useful card. There we go. It was already just a risk for me to go for that evil snowman, but I wanted to do something that round. Know how it is. Just a weakness, that's fine. I can stabilize here. And then I could probably Goat Monk, ideally. There we go. Won't rebirth. Don't think it's necessary, but Goat Monk will be a good card to use here. Because I can do that. I mean, honestly, Lord into Monk is also just as good, but he might also... okay, he's going to do that. So... he's not threatening much of anything, so I think... let's do this, and then change the bubble. And then probably attenuate him. $700 with a buff. Awesome. Hunting Worm's not bad. We could use that just to put up some pressure. Honestly, Lord into Hunting Worm. That could also work. What is that? Okay, so... yeah, I definitely don't want to eat a hit right now. So, let's go for this. Would have liked to stabilize, because if he goes for a Triton here, that's not great. Although, of course, if he does go for a Triton, I have a Goat Monk, so... I mean, Lord into Monk as well. It's a big thing. What's he doing? Is that going to be a bubble? Yeah, that kind of sucks. Life Wizard deck failing bubble. Only happens to me. Oh well. We can always just do that and then... see where we want to go. Yep. $1,200. Lumi's not bad. But I think Surge Goat Monk is going to be my play. Yeah, or Surge Crow. That's important to think about. Maybe start cycling for that. Because I don't like how many buffs he has right now. Like, it's a problem that he has this many. And I think if I don't Crow him this turn, it is a big issue. Yeah. What's he gonna do here? Okay, I can at least brace if I don't pull it. Alright, we do have that. So, okay. Now would be the time to give me my card. I pack 3. Although, to be honest, I mean, I'm also... don't let that be another. Of course you would have another. Okay, I either find the crow or I die. Nope. Okay, awesome. I guess we can get a life pip. He P-served that aura, by the way. Just so we're clear. Kinda ridiculous. Aggressively deck failing the crow right now. 1423, but the main deal is going to be that. There we go. Got the crow, but I might brace first. I think brace is going to be the play. Because he has 4 buffs if I... What's this? Triton. Okay, well I think I still want to brace. Yeah, not keeping that heal is bad. But it does give me more crow leverage. So, we'll go for this. Also, part of me worries he'll go for a Jin. I mean, that's good. Crow Rebirth. That could be funny, I guess. I'm keeping that just because it's my last elephant. Yeah, he just seems to have everything is the issue here, so we're going to need to crow this round. This will be -2 buffs. So that's helpful at least. I mean, a stone will just undo all of it, but if he does that, I rebirth. So we do have that going for us. Honestly, if he drops his pips at all at this point, just due to my deck RNG, I'm probably going to rebirth. Or maybe Tuaret's better. I like Tuaret. Yeah, he didn't crit this, which is helpful. I think... Well, it kind of depends. Yeah, 2300. With just 2 buffs. Okay, I'm thinking get rid of most of the stuff and Tuaret. Try and find a brace. That's the main goal right now. I'm deck failing braces, I'm deck failing bubbles. It's not looking good. But at least I have a surge, and there we go, finally a bubble. If he surges, I bubble. If he doesn't do anything, then I'll probably surge. Myth spell. Okay, blade, so I don't mind surging. And then I can bubble. So that'll be the play now. And then Lord of the Jungle is good to keep. And then under the bubble, I might... Okay, we'll bubble first, and then we'll attenuate. And then... Yeah. I don't know, though. I want to use this Seraph. But I have not found the time to do it yet. Out of a Goat Monk, it's good, but I also kind of need the Goat Monk healing, given how much damage Myth can do. Having another Surge in hand is never a bad thing. Attenuate, Myth Shield. Got things like Lumi going on. Definitely not in a bad spot now. Is he gonna Triton? He is. Okay, so we did actually get quite a lot of healing out of it. And we're still getting some. And I've got more crow leverage now as well, so that's helpful. We could do this, maybe Lumi. Or even Aura War for a little bit, I don't know. I don't know if I would want to stabilize. But I think out of a Lumi it'll be good. It's also about, like, if I can get some more goat monks. That's good as well. Alright, he just seems to have every single bubble. I don't know what's going on with that. That is about as bad of luck as we could get. I hope getting rid of Surge there is not a throw. Just trying to cycle my deck a little bit more. Get some hits in while I can. Before I inevitably have to go back on defense. 1300, that's strong. With the Attenuate. Could be good. So could that. Genuinely, I think Hunting Worm this round is good. Provided he doesn't, like, Surge or something. What are we doing? If that's an Aura... Okay, that is an Aura. So we can go for a Stabilize. And then we could... Hunting Worm this turn. Sprite Swarm's interesting. Honestly, Sprite Swarm Seraph could be strong. But I think Hunting Worm Seraph is also good, and that's what I might do. Yeah, I like Hunting Worm Seraph. Probably has another aura, doesn't he? Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, things just never seem to go my way, do they? Well, at least I can Hunting Worm. And get some healing with that. Or you know what? Honestly, no, screw the Hunting Worm. We're gonna go for this. I don't care. And then on the last turn of it, I could Seraph, provided I pull an Aura. What am I, like 8 braces or however many? No, it's 9 braces that I carry. 1850 is ridiculous. There's a brace. I like the hand. It's looking quite nice. Brace for sure. Then I could... maybe go for... like a Lord of the Jungle. Okay, I don't think we'll need another Sprite Swarm. I promise. If I'm going to use a heal, I'm going to do it with the Goat Monk. What's he doing now? Okay, the first shield that he's ever used. I found it a little odd that he never did that, but... that is fine by me. I think... if we do this... Into the Shield is a little wacko, but... I either get the Seraph for a lot of value, or he Tritons and I get a really good Goat Monk. $692 with that. Rebirth's probably a no-go. Is that going to be... Alright, that's going to be that. So... I'll probably get rid of one of these and go for this Attenuate. I've already gotten just a lot of health back off that Sprite Swarm, so things are looking up. I don't think I'm going to need another, but the Starfall is nice to have. Starfall is really nice to have. I'm glad I didn't autopilot discard that. Okay. So that's the last turn of that. I think it's insane that I got 2,000 health from a 3-pip card. That in case he dots. Another Starfall also never hurt anyone. I mean, Life Fuel, it's looking kind of nice. I will say that. Okay, is that going to be a dot? This is the big question. We are all eagerly awaiting the answer. It is. Ooh, baby. So this means I get to autopilot, do this, and then I could Goat Monk for a lot of damage. I also just don't want to get Oni'd out of nowhere, so that's also for the reason for this. This is a little aggressive, I can't even lie. This is so much healing. But I don't want to give him an Oni for any reason, so. Yeah, he'll do that. And then I will Goat Monk into a Seraph. Or even Seraph into a Goat Monk, I don't know yet. But no, I think Goat Monk Seraph. That's going to be the play. What's up, Mizzy? Welcome to the chat. We could do this, and then I could even fuel. It's an idea. $1,400, pretty solid. At this point, I think a Seraph will do it. Not through a shield, but, you know. Seraph. We'll see what he does. Is that going to be a Surge? That is. How's PvP? Well, it's about as good as it always is, so take that as you will. And as a matter of fact, this is going to be the last one of the stream, so I definitely need to unscuff my setup. But yeah, 1,800, pretty solid. Love to see it. He was using some pretty interesting strats though. I like it. It's just the main thing that I need is it is imperative that I get these. Where am I? But yeah, it is imperative that I get this or these purges. Because I have 80 blue arena tickets and they cost 50 each, so awesome. There we go. There's one. We can take out one of my snowmen for it. Dude, things just had shocked. But alright. Yeah, all things considered, that was a good game. And yeah, Crow is the last card, but I don't think I have any more, so Got to, I guess, use Azoth for that, if I can ever get any of that, but who knows. So, for now, thank y'all for coming out to the stream. Running from the police is a wild tag, yup. You love that. Ooh, Goth Girls on Wizard101? Oh, I'm rating that. We're going.